session for today. Please bow your head for a moment of silence. Thank you. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
See what kind of presentation we got?
Okay, Superintendent Fury, I think we have special recognition.
Madam Chair, we do. Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we have several high school students in attendance who deserve to be recognized for being named 2019 Governor's Honors semifinalists. The Governor's Honors Program is a free residential program for gifted or highly talented sophomores and juniors who are passionate about a specific subject. Students interested in attending must participate in a series of interviews and should be able to speak eloquently and in great detail about the subject they choose. They are students who desire to work with their subject outside of school and go above and beyond. Students may be nominated in communicative arts or English language arts, all foreign languages, math, science, social studies, dance, music, theater, visual arts, engineering, and agri-science. The students here tonight have made it to the state semifinal round of the selections for Governor's Honors. They have been nominated by a teacher and participated in district-level interviews. They then submitted state applications to the Governor's Office of Student Achievement. Tonight's honorees were selected by the Governor's Office of Student Achievement to continue to the state interview process this month at Berry College. We wish each of these students here this evening the best of luck in the state competition. Students, when I call your name, please come forward to accept your certificate of recognition from our school board chair, Mrs. Shaquila Henderson Baker. Erin Barentine. Erin is a sophomore at Alcovey High School, and she is a semifinalist in the subject area of music. Daniel Dukachayev. Did I get it right, Daniel? Yes. Daniel is a junior at Alcovey High School, and he is a semifinalist in the area of visual arts. Jaron Fletcher. Jaron is a junior at Alcovey High School, and he is a semifinalist in the area of visual arts. Simon Jenkins. Simon is an 11th grade student at Alcovey High School, and he is a semifinalist in the area of social studies. Joseph Bickle. Joseph is a junior at Eastside High School, and he is a semifinalist in the area of music. Braxton Buff. Braxton is a junior at Eastside High School, and he is a semifinalist in the area of world languages. Worth Haymore. Worth is a sophomore at Eastside High School, and he is a semifinalist in world languages.
How many can he speak?
Duncan Jordan. Duncan is a junior at Eastside High School, and he is a semifinalist in music.
Should be on the football field.
Ken Wynn. Ken is a sophomore at Eastside High School and the Newton College and Career Academy STEM Institute. He is a semifinalist in engineering. Francis Prieto. Francis is a sophomore at Eastside High School and the Newton College and Career Academy STEM Institute, and she is a semifinalist in communicative arts. Sarah Schlueter. Sarah is a junior at Eastside High School, and she is a semifinalist in science. Russell Danilchuk. Russell is a sophomore at Newton High School and the Newton College and Career Academy STEM Institute, and he is a semifinalist in engineering. Darlene Deriska. Darlene is a junior at the Academy of Liberal Arts at Newton High School, and she is a semifinalist in social studies. Rihanna Edwards. Rihanna is a junior at the Academy of Liberal Arts and Newton High School, and she is a semifinalist in the area of music. Kamora Saeed. Kamora is a junior at Newton High School and the Newton College and Career Academy STEM Institute, and she is a semifinalist in agricultural research, biotechnology, and science. Richard St. Louis. Richard is a junior at Newton High School, and he is a semifinalist in the area of music. Let's give all of these students a round of applause. Congratulations to each of you for making it to the state semifinalist round of this very rigorous selection process for Governor's Honors. We wish every one of you the best of luck in your state interviews. Before we end our student recognition, I would also like to recognize the school administrators who are here this evening to support their students. Thank you all for taking the time out of your schedules to come out, recognize, and support your students for their accomplishments. Mrs. Henderson Baker, this concludes the recognition portion of our meeting today.
Thank you, Superintendent Fury. Congratulations again, students. I'd like for all the supporters of the students to please stand. And I didn't even have to give instruction to the students because you guys automatically turned around. So that is great. So you guys turn back around again and realize who your support system is. These are the people who got you here where you're at. They're supportive of your academics, your achievements and stuff. So you always need to, honor them, right? So give them a hand for coming out to support you. And family members, I know you guys are proud of your students, so on behalf of the school system, thank you for the work and the support that you give the students. It takes a village, so you guys are truly a village to us, so thank you again. So now we come to the part of the meeting where you guys can either stay or you can leave. So we'll give you a few minutes to decide if you want to stay with us. Okay, so we'll continue with the meeting while they're moving out. I don't have any forms for public participation, okay? Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Mr. Turner, second by Mr. Bailey. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, very good. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Okay, motion by Mr. Johnson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, very good. Superintendent's reports.
Madam Chair, members of the Board of Education, good evening.
Good evening.
In the financial report, the Newton County School System's eSPLOST 4 distribution for December was $1,307,015, which is an increase of $224,401 from last month's collection. The average for the first 47 months of eSPLOST 4 collections is $963,518, and the average for eSPLOST 3, the monthly average, was $881,483. The ad valorem collection for December was $59,237, and expenditures are within budget at 56.05% expended and 58.33% of the year complete. And that completes the financial report.
Okay, we don't have any action items until item H under new business. Do anybody have questions on the financial report? Okay, Dr. Barr, you can continue.
All right, the strategic plan report. Under the area of student achievement and success, number one, the elementary after-school academic program collaborated with students from Newton College and Career Academy's Future Farmers of America program to reinforce the importance of reading. Volunteers visited each elementary school, read stories, played games, and completed activities with students. FFA is an intracurricular student organization for those interested in agriculture and leadership. The partnership with ASAP gave these high school students an opportunity to plan, schedule, and implement a reading program from start to finish. On the next page, high-quality workforce, item 2. Early intervention program, or EIP teachers, are continuing the math endorsement training in order to improve their knowledge of math and the best strategies to engage students in mathematics. The teachers started their last course with algebra being the focus. Upon the completion of this course, the teachers will earn math endorsements which will be added to their teaching credentials. Under the area of culture, climate, and communication, number 4, on Monday, January 21, 2019, Newton County School System Project Aware Program hosted the second annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service and Wellness. The goal for this year's gathering was to empower the community to unite, which is an acronym for understand, nurture mental health, include others, talk and embrace service. The event was designed to focus on personal well-being with opportunities to contribute to the health and happiness of our neighbors. Students, parents, and community members, 111 in total, volunteered their time serving at one of several donation collection stations, assisting the American Red Cross blood drive, serving lunch, and creating hygiene packs with affirmations for patients at New Rock Residential Facility. Board Chair Shaquila Henderson Baker served the group preparing packets for New Rock residents.
Okay, anybody have any questions for item B? Okay, Dr. Barr, you can continue.
Item C is enrollment report. Total enrollment for February 7, 2019 was 19,763, which is an increase of 28 students from February of last year. And that completes the superintendent's reports, Madam Chair.
Okay, any questions for C? Having none, thank you, Dr. Barr. We have no old business, new business. Dr. Barr, you going to stay with us?
I'll stay right here, ma'am.
Okay, we're ready.
All right. Item A, the superintendent recommends the technology needed for the school system be purchased from Audio Enhancement Incorporated of Bluffdale, Utah. The total cost of this equipment is $135,529.36. And this is part of an ongoing comprehensive effort to enhance the safety and security of facilities throughout the school system. And the funding source is the approved FY19 General Fund amended budget from Function 2600, Object 615. And that is item A.
Okay, Chair notes again, the only item that we need action on is item H. So, but for A, does anybody have any questions?
Just if there's any supporting documents.
They are. We can provide those to you.
Okay.
Okay. And Dr. Barr, you'll email those?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Everybody ready for item B? Okay, go ahead, thank you.
Item B, the superintendent recommends the scoreboard needed for the school system be purchased from Daktronics of Brookings, South Dakota. The total price for the scoreboard solution is $199,990. As part of an ongoing evaluation process, the facilities department determined a new scoreboard is needed at Homer Sharp Stadium. Daktronics is an industry leader of digital display solutions. Their equipment can be found everywhere in the U.S. from Times Square to professional sports facility, including Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. They also, their work can be seen at local high school fields across the U.S. The new scoreboard, with overall dimensions of approximately 19 feet by 32 feet wide, includes a live live video display over 13 feet high and 24 feet wide, and is fed by a 4-camera video system. The school system will utilize a contract managed by the National Intergovernmental Purchasing Alliance to procure the scoreboard. Funding source is the FY19 General Amended and Capital Fund budgets from Function 2600, Object 730. And in the supporting documentation, there is a graphic of the scoreboard. And this supports goal area 4, organizational and operational effectiveness, and that is item B.
Okay, item B, anybody have questions?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Johnson.
The board, will it go on top of the existing school board?
No, all the existing school board will come down and this will replace it. And we did make some changes based to the look of the school board relative to the lines and those kinds of things.
Do you have a picture?
Yes, sir, it's in the supporting documents.
No, I didn't get that far. Okay.
It's the last page.
And another one, has this been reviewed with at least the principals of the high school, ADs and coaching staff, to let them know? Because this is one time that we can say, have them to participate in bringing this forward, and not say that, oh, the board did it this way. So we would like to have some involvement with those people and let them express their feelings as to what we're doing.
Right. And so we've had some conversations with some of the principals to make sure that they're included in that process. Certainly, we can go back and have some additional conversations and let them know that we're moving forward with the school board.
But let's try to make it effective. I'm assuming next week we'll vote on this. So next week, I would like to see a positive approach, that we get the high school principals, ADs, and the football coaches involved in a show and tell, and a question and answer,
Okay,
before we vote on this.
okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay, anybody else have questions? Okay, I actually have a question. So on the contract, I see that it's a 5-year warranty on parts. What about maintenance wise?
I'd have to go back and look at it. I read it, but I don't remember the term of the contract for maintenance. But
Okay,
I can get that information to you.
Okay, please, sir, thank you. And then another question I have is regarding training. So it looks like it is, I mean, not looks like it's gonna be different. So, in terms of training people to do the to update the scoreboard and stuff like that, will they provide training sessions for
Yes,
people?
yes,
They will,
ma'am.
okay. And then, I think that's it. That's all I wrote down.
One other question, would there be any additions or modification to the press box?
No, not as it relates to this item, no, sir. Other than placing the new school board operation units there.
Well, you will have more people there controlling the cameras.
Right.
So I've never been in the press box as to whether it's necessary. We got 4 cameras running, so I'd have to assume that some
There'll be
point in
some
time.
wiring, yeah.
The cameras will be on the field though, correct?
The cameras can really be anywhere that they need to be
It's the
placed.
control of the cameras, that's what I'm referring to,
Okay.
because you gotta control the rabbits.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, nothing else.
Okay. Having none, you can move on, Dr. Barnes. Item C.
In item C, the superintendent recommends the box truck needed for the school system be purchased from MHC Kenworth of McDonough, Georgia. The total price for this vehicle is $86,039.94. The truck will be utilized for pickup and deliveries at all schools and facilities. This includes office furniture, appliances, student seating, cafeteria equipment, textbooks, technology, and many other items that require the use of the truck on a daily basis. The truck is also used by certain high schools to transport equipment to athletic events on the weekends. The school system will utilize a state of Georgia contract to procure the vehicle. And that summary of those prices is included there for your review. After review of that information, it was determined MCH Kenworth offered the lowest cost to the school system. And the funding source for this is the approved FY19 capital fund budget from 2600 Object 730 and strategic goal area relating to organizational and operational effectiveness. And that is item C.
Do we have any questions about item C?
You want to comment, if this will be an enclosed vehicle, right?
Yeah, right, yes, sir.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay. Item D.
In item D, the superintendent recommends the annual renewable contract for diesel fuel and unleaded gasoline awarded to Petroleum Traders Corporation of Fort Wayne, Indiana, be renewed for an additional contract term. The effective date will be February 26, 2019, and the expiration date will be February 25th, 2020. The estimated contract value is $600,000. The pricing in this contract is tied to the Oil Price Information Service, OPIS, Same-day contract average gross 10 a.m., the most widely used daily rack price benchmark in the industry. The markups are there for your review. The funding source for this is the approved FY19 general fund budget from function 2700, object 620, and this relates to strategic goal area having to do with organizational and operational effectiveness. And that concludes item D.
Any questions regarding D?
Is it a renewal?
It is a renewal. Yes,
All right,
sir.
so did the contract change from last year, or do I have the terms, looks like it's 2018 to 2019, expires February 25th, 2019?
Right. That would be the current expiration date.
Oh,
And we're asking for renewal of that contract. It was originally bid, and you all looked at the numbers, and so this is just a renewal of that.
okay, so it
Original
won't
approval.
require a new contract? We can do it for 3 years, is that right? We can renew for a total of 3 years and then a
Right.
new
It comes back
contract?
to you every year for approval, though. But it's a 3-year contract with the company.
Right. Just doesn't state that on the contract is all.
Okay, any other questions for item D? Okay, last item for you, Dr. Barr, E.
And item E, the superintendent recommends the identified items be declared surplus and disposed of per board policy. And those items are there for your review. And this has to do with strategic goal area of organizational and operational effectiveness, and that is item E.
Okay, any questions regarding E? All right, thank you, Dr. Barr.
Yes, ma'am.
Item F, Mr. Garrett.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board.
Good evening.
The superintendent recommends the annual renewable contract for grounds and athletic fields care and maintenance awarded to Rupert Landscape of Littleburg, Georgia, be renewed for an additional contract term. The effective date would be March 1st, 2019, and the expiration date would be February 28th, 2020. A request for proposals for a 1-year contract for grounds and athletic field maintenance was opened January 27th, 2016. RFP process was chosen because this procurement method allows officials to identify the best value by using weighted criteria and price rather than price alone. The solicitation included mowing, playground, and landscaping mulch, trimming and edging, overseeding at all high school football and baseball fields, as well as chemical applications to athletic fields. After review is determined, the proposal submitted by Rupert Landscape offers the best value to the school system. The estimated contract value is $480,122. This cost will be paid for with budgeted general funds.
Okay, do we have any questions?
Yes, a clarification. The chemical application, are you referring to the control of broadleaf weeds, or is that a fertilizer you're referring to?
Both?
Both?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, I want to comment that you got, I don't see it now, that you had the schedule of the various fields as to when you will do the application. I think that's great. I like that.
Thank you.
Very good. I do have one question. Any other questions before I do my question? Okay. Mr. Garrett, my only question is, so if we need them to come at a time where, I know it's been times in past where we had like a surplus of rain, which caused the grass to grow, do they have the capacity to come if we were to call them out for the field, or do they have they strictly stick with the schedule?
So the fields are the athletic fields are once a week during the playing season and growing season. And the grounds are different. They're on a different schedule. But for example, when we play at Sharp, they generally clip it. It's just, it's very, very little when they go across it because they do it every week, the day before the game or the day of the game. So does
Okay.
that answer your question?
Yeah, I'm just worrying about, not so much Homer Sharp, but just at some of the other schools that have a field there. I know it's been times where, like, football season, there's been a surplus of grass, and the grass has been kind of high. So I was just kind of wondering, if we were to call them before a game, would they be accessible to come? And not only grass high for the students that's playing ball, but for the spectators out there. I know it was one game that I went to that was like that. The grass was really high. And so I was just kind of wondering that, would they be willing to come out?
We can. We try to work with them on, if we know of an issue like that, we try to.
Is
get
that
them
something the schools need to notify you guys of? Is, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I was wondering with that instance, but I just didn't think about asking it at that time.
Ms. Baker, the reschedule that I referred to in there will help with that tremendously because it's a time frame that they're using to come back. That will correct a lot of the past misperformances,
Okay, okay,
in my opinion.
okay, perfect. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, item G.
Greetings.
Good evening.
The superintendent recommends the Media Center books needed for select schools be purchased from the Fallout Solutions of McHenry, Illinois. The total cost is $60,390.03. Fallout School Solutions is a leading provider of books and material, technology, and professional services for the K-12 market. Tidal Wave and their school library platform is collection, development, and curriculum support tools that allow school administrators and staff to select from more than 12 million titles in a wide variety of formats. 17 schools are acquiring books through Follett. 6 schools will utilize other sources. The school system will utilize a contract managed by National Buy Board, a national purchasing cooperative established in part by National School Board Association to procure the Media Center books from Follett. We'll be using funding source from the approved FY19 general fund budget from function 2220, object 642. And we'll meet strategic goal area 1, student achievement and success with this.
Okay, thank you kindly, sir. We have any questions for item G? Okay, having none, thank you. Item H. This is our action item.
Good evening. The superintendent recommends approval of the personnel items as outlined in executive session.
Okay, can I have a motion for item H?
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
moved by Mr. Bailey, second by Mr. Turner. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? Okay, thank you. All right, just to recall, I have that Dr. Barr, you're going to email supporting documentation for item A, and then as well as the maintenance details for item B. Any other matters of interest?
I didn't, you turned your head, I didn't quite hear what you said.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mr. Johnson. Dr. Barr is going to email supporting documentations for item A.
Okay.
And then the maintenance details for item B. Okay. Any other matters of interest?
May I? Okay. So we will begin our midwinter break on Thursday. Wednesday is the last day of school for students. Valentine's Day is also on Thursday, February the 14th, so I hope everyone has a happy Valentine's Day. We'll be off in terms of schools until Wednesday, February 20th. I believe that's correct, February 20th, when students will return back to regular schedule until, as they're probably counting down until their spring break. But I hope everybody has a safe midwinter break. We'll see you February the 19th, them February the 20th.
And we have 2 teams in the playoff.
We do.
Yeah, the
Yes.
girls.
The girls, Newton High School basketball, and the boys, Newton High School basketball. Both of them, I think they played this weekend?
Yeah,
Saturday.
The boys are home. The girls are away.
Away.
Yeah, West Forsyth, I want to say, somewhere
remember.
Forsyth. So, all right.
It's good news.
Okay, any other matters of interest? Having none, meeting is adjourned 7:32 p.m.
Thank you. She's keeping track now.
That's what I think is happening. I think that